I'm going to share with you two of the biggest mistakes people have made. We all have made these mistakes. I've made them. There are people that I know that are extremely wealthy. They made them until they came into the knowledge and the understanding of these mistakes, and then they begin to change and their life began to skyrocket. Now, that first biggest mistake that most people have made is not knowing who they are. The knowledge of self is the greatest knowledge that you can ever obtain. And going through this entire life, your entire life, without having the knowledge of self, is like navigating through a maze blindfolded, which ultimately leads to confusion. And then you miss out on opportunities, you miss out on life events, and then there's a lack of direction, and ultimately hindering your own personal growth and for sure your own awareness. The second biggest mistake that I have found that people make and don't have an understanding, this is why they make the mistake, they don't have an understanding of the law of attraction. I can always tell when I'm talking with someone, especially a new client, when they come to me and they say, well, I want this, or I can't afford this. We don't understand that the law of attraction works with what you think, the thoughts that you have about yourself, what you know and what you believe about you. The law of attraction simply takes your desires and what you know about you, like meshing them together, mixing them together, gives it to the universe, and the universe gives you more of that because you've created the energy now for it. You've created the substance now for the universe to work on your behalf. But when you don't know who you are and you have a desire for something, it would never come into full manifestation for you. The law of attraction works when you know your desire and when you know who you are, because everything in this universe works based off of your thoughts, not just any thoughts, but the thoughts that you have about you. It works with what you know about you, what you believe about you. I can always tell when I hear people talk. People come to me and they say, I'm waiting for a miracle. I'm waiting for a sign or something great to happen, versus commanding their reality to be in existence. Then you hear people that come in, they'll say, well, I prayed and I asked God for it. Okay, why are you asking God for things when God has given you the power to be the blessing? You're asking God for a blessing when you are the blessing and you have the power to command the blessing into your reality. And then you have the third type of person who always say, I want or I need, versus knowing that they already are, they already have, and that they already are everything that they are looking for in this reality. Because what you are looking for, or what you desire, is desiring you as well. You just have to put in the necessary stuff, the goods, the energy, the mindset, the thoughts, your desire. Put all of that into the pot, stir it up, mix it up to make up this substance that will cause now your mind to go into work and the universe to operate together to bring into reality what you desire. Most of you curse your own finances, and you probably don't even know this. You say things like, I can't afford this, or I'll never be rich. I'll never be able to take that vacation. I'll never get married. You are cursing your entire life by the words that you are speaking out of your mouth. In the very beginning, one of the things that God said was, let there be. The spoken word has power, and what you are saying about your life, it will be that thing in which you will eat in life. Never say what you don't want. Speak only what you desire to manifest. I've had the conversation of being able to talk with some extremely wealthy people, and the conversations are different. It is true, and you've heard me say this multiple times, that having the right conversation with the right people will change your earthly compensation. Everything changes when you have the right conversation. That's why you hear people say, stay at the top. Because it's less chatter up there about nonsense. But the people at the bottom is very overcrowded. And they're talking about nonsense, foolish type of things. But when you're having the right conversations, everything in your life change. I was having a conversation with someone, extremely wealthy person, not just in money, but wealth in mind, wealth in wisdom, wealth in just their entire life, their wealth in health, because health is wealth. And so they are extremely wealthy. And one of the things we were talking about was people who say they desire something, but what they know or believe about themselves is not in alignment. And we also started talking about the poor mindset or the poverty mindset versus the rich mindset. So we came to the conclusion, both of us did, that poor people who have a poor mindset, they are always begging God for everything. It's like they become helpless. They don't want to help themselves. They don't want to do anything. They want everything to be given to them. Whereas the rich people or the rich mindset people, they understand that they have to command. Everything is not given to them based off of them begging externally. They have to now use the power that's within them to command the blessing. Use the power of their mind to command what they desire into this reality. You have that same power. Stop waiting and start commanding. The moment you say, I am, your mind goes into work to prove it to be so. You did not come here to this earth to wait or to beg for a blessing. You came here with the power, and you are already powerful enough to command a blessing. And when you know who you are as a child of God or a divine being, you start expecting more and you start receiving more, because self-awareness, which is a muscle that must be developed, is also power awareness. That's where you're going to get your power from in this reality.